Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So for this week we're going to do the readings per sign for your week ahead, because you've got a love reading sitting next door and you've also got your year ahead sitting next door as well, okay, for 2019. If you just want to see your general readings, there's a little link above and you can see that, okay. So for your reading we're using the Giant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. We're also using the Before Tarot. These are amazing cards. You can get the before and the after ones as well. This is a moment before the picture on the actual Rider-Waite, and the after tarot is a moment afterwards. Really like these. And I find that with these particular cards, you've really just got to think about, what do you see in the cards? What do you see happening a moment before? What's it trying to tell you? We're also using the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, okay? So without further ado, let's crack on with your reading, guys. So first of all, we'll lay out the tarot. Universe Spirit, what is the situation coming in for Gemini week commencing 10th to the 16th of December 2018? What's the situation coming in for Gemini week commencing 10th to the 16th of December 2018 in 3 cards? Show me. Well, that's the first one that's come out there, and we'll get the other top 2 here. 1, 2, and 3, and we put those at the top like so. And then we want to use the after tarot as well. So through the after tarot, what is the situation or advice that you have for Gemini, Sun and Rising signs through the week commencing 10th to the 16th of December? Show me. And we want to put that down there. 1 and 2 and 3, and then we're going to get the final cards showing here through the tea leaves. So we've got 1, 2 and 3. Okay, right, let's have a look at what the cards are saying to you guys then. So the first cards through the tarot, the King of Swords. This could be you, Gemini. When you're a King of Swords, you're thinking clearly, you're thinking analytically, but you're also enacting those ideas with the King of Swords. But it could also be there's a fellow air sign around you. It could be this is a business person, a man of prominence. This could be somebody who works in law, who works in government. This could be a police officer, a judge, that type of thing. Let's have a look at the next card. This person's going to bring some strength to you guys, okay? So this person here, there could be a person around you that brings a great deal of confidence to you with the strength energy showing here. All right, and what's the last card? The Fool. New beginnings is the Fool energy in a new direction. So the week commencing 10th to the 16th of December 2018, there could be a person of prominence around you, a King of Swords, who's going to bring a great deal of confidence in a new direction, because in order to take a new direction you need to have that confidence going on there, okay? Because the strength is all about having confidence. Inner confidence is the strength energy. So it could be that there's a person who brings inner strength to you in terms of a new direction that you're looking to take here, all right? Which is a very, very good thing, because King of Swords can be an advisor as well. So for some of you guys, this could be a specialist or an advisor, for example. The King of Swords usually shows people who know their stuff. So this is why we call him, along with cards like the Magician as well, somebody who's a specialist, for example. So this could be a specialist who brings a great deal of inner strength and confidence towards a new direction that some of you guys are taking. If you think about the Fool is the less experienced. Even though it's the major card, he's young, so he's less experienced, okay? And for some of you guys, this is all about getting advice, getting tutelage, with the getting some form of counsel as well from a King of Swords. It could be to do with a path that you've not taken before, but this person might bring to you a great deal of confidence in this path that you don't know about. So for some of you guys, it could be a new path that some of you guys are taking here, okay? For some of you guys, it might be that this is, remember when you do tarot, just look at the cards. You know the basics of the cards. So just look at what you feel. There is no right and wrong within tarot. You just read the cards how you feel, okay? The other thing to say is when we look at the cards, we're looking at the card, the pictures. What does it say to you? So strength, there's a woman holding a lion's mouth shut. All right, so this is somebody who is restraining an urge, okay? It might be for some of you guys, the advice is that you need to restrain or hold back on an urge. Now the strength card, the lion, can be snapping. So this is saying too much, this is shouting, or this is argumentative energy. And even though in the reverse, this is more about somebody who loses control, And this is where you do, because you allow your, you know, your anger, your rage to overtake your common sense when it's reversed. But in the upright, this is all about taking control of those things. So for some of you guys, you need to take control. Take a little bit of control here. Some of you guys might be angry with somebody. I don't think this is you. I don't think this is you. I feel that if this is you, it's in the first explanation that I gave. And we're going to go through that explanation again anyway. But I certainly feel with the strength energy, if this is a person around you, it might be that for the week, Gemini, what you need to do is control your anger with the strength energy against an individual showing here, and just let it go. Because the Fool is letting things go. Okay? And let me just have a look here. And the Queen of Cups is behind it as well. Now the Queen of Cups, how I read the Queen of Cups in the tarot, she's emotionally cut off. Can you see? She's got a cup covered. So this is why I read her like this. Okay? When she's got the cup covered, she's not giving anything. She's not emotionally receptive. This person usually, and I've read for many people during my time doing tarot, so often when I see her, people will confirm to me as well that this is somebody around them who's emotionally cut off. Sometimes when you get the Fool and the hand is turning backwards, you're saying goodbye to this. Okay, this can be depression. Okay, so especially if some of you guys are angry with the strength energy, you need to take hold of that. Take ownership of your anger. But don't allow your anger to escape. Some of you guys are angry at a particular person. Could be a fellow air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or it could be, again, these two cards can be very similar, as in they're cold cards. Because the King of Swords, sometimes he's emotionally detached and doesn't show his feelings with the Queen of Cups energy. So some of you guys are angry at somebody who is emotionally detached and doesn't show their feelings. But you need to hold back in getting too angry with this person who is emotionally detached and doesn't show their feelings. And you need to just say goodbye, just let it go. Just let it go with the Fool. So for some of you guys, if you do have somebody around you next week who is emotionally detached, doesn't show their feelings with the Queen of Cups energy, hold back on your rage and your anger towards them and just let it go. Just let it go. Just say goodbye. I don't have time for this, okay? So that's good. That's a good thing. Let's go through this again. For the week commencing the 10th to the 16th of December 2018. Some of you guys, there is a person here who's going to bring a great deal of confidence in a new direction that you want to take. This person could be a specialist. They could be an advisor with the King of Swords energy showing here, okay? It could be, for some of you guys, maybe you're dealing with somebody who's legal, who's going to bring some strength here to you as well. But I feel that more than anything, this is a specialist, whoever this person is, specialist, advisor, friend with the King of Swords energy. This is somebody you possibly have spoken about a particular direction that you want to take. Possibly could be in career, for example, with the Fool energy. But I do feel somebody will bring strength. Strength of ideas as well. Somebody's going to bring strength of ideas in terms of a direction that you want to take, showing up here. If this is you, Gemini, then this is your own ideas. This is you starting to put those, you know, the wheels into motion. Because the King of Swords tends to think of an idea and then he'll do it. So some of you guys taking action on ideas is going to bring real strength. So it's going to build momentum in terms of a direction that you're taking. Because the strength card also means to build momentum. So some of you guys, if there's an idea that you're enacting here in the outside world, it's going to build momentum in terms of the direction, the new direction that you're taking here. Okay. Also, some of you guys, if you're the Fool, if you're less experienced or you don't have much experience, you could learn a lot from this King of Swords. And the King of Swords teachings are also going to bring you a great deal of strength. And for some of you guys, there will be somebody who is emotionally detached here and doesn't show their feelings much with the Queen of Cups. Don't get angry with them. Don't even bother with the Strength card. Just let it go with the Fool. Let's have a look at what the Before Tarot is telling you. You've got an Emperor showing here. So on the Before Tarot, the Emperor is just getting ready to take his seat. So some of you guys here, the Emperors represent, and I don't think that this is a person. I feel that this is, if it is a person, it could correlate with this King of Swords energy where he seems to be emotionally detached. And he seems to be detached and emotionally cut off. Okay, emotionally detached and doesn't open up emotionally. Same thing, King of Swords, Queen of Cups, I read these the same often. Okay, now you might be dealing with the Emperor being like this because this person is just about to become a man. They're just about to man up. They're just about to mature. He's not there. It's one moment before he takes his seat. one moment before the Emperor takes his seat of power. So it might be that you are dealing with somebody who is either emotionally immature. I don't think King of Swords types are really emotionally immature. They just are cut off. They just don't understand emotion. They live in the world of logic rather than emotion. So this person's just about to take responsibility with the Emperor energy. Oh my God, you've got the Fool again. Look, 2 Fool cards. Okay, this person is preparing. So it's almost like you're preparing yourself for something here. Just about to take that seat of power and preparing with the Fool energy. Preparing to take that leap of faith is the Fool before Tarot. The 3 of Swords energy showing it just before the 3 of Swords. The swords go into the heart. Just before. I almost feel that with the Fool energy here, before you take that leap of faith, you're taking that moment. I'm going to see what he's picking here. He's picking a rose. He's picking the rose that he holds. Can you see the rose that he holds in his hand here? He's picking it there. Can you see that? He's just about picking it there before he sets off on his travels. Okay. It's almost like, this reminds me of smelling the roses. It's almost like before you take your seat, it's almost like with the Emperor energy, you need to, before you make a judgment, because Emperors can sit in judgment, it's almost like before you take a judgment or make a judgment here, Gemini, you need to smell the roses. Look at the situation before you start it, okay? Because the 3 of Swords is not in the heart just yet, before you inflict any pain here. Because the swords aren't inflicting pain just yet, but the 3 of Swords, I'm sure, is a Gemini card. So before you inflict any pain, okay, and pass judgment, before you pass judgment and inflict any pain here, take a moment to smell the roses. And you might need to do that with this individual here, okay? So for some of you guys, and I'm alluding it to the second meaning that I gave on these cards, certainly that I think the holding back, the Strength card, holding back on your anger against somebody who is emotionally detached and emotionally shut down with the Queen of Cups energy. I think this Strength energy is telling you, it's alluding with the Fool. It says let it go. So before you attack, Strength is holding back. Remember, the Lion can attack. So before you attack this King of Swords, hold back on attacking this King of Swords here. Somebody who is probably emotionally cut off. All right? And just let it go. So before you attack the King of Swords, let it go. Just let it go. And also the Queen of Cups can be quite depressed as well when she's in the upright as well. So maybe you need to relinquish yourself and sever yourself and remove yourself from your own depression as well, for some of you Gemini people as well. Remove yourself from your own depression here. Okay, so some of you guys hold back on your anger against somebody here who's not showing you emotional support or who's not opening up for you, and just let it go. Okay, because before you sit in judgment and inflict pain, you need to smell the roses with the Fool energy showing here. I'm going to see what those roses are. What is it that they need to know or see clearly? What is it that Gemini might need to know or see clearly? Judgment. This person probably doesn't know any better because they're still dead. Can you see? The judgment energy is about to sound here, but this person is not awakened yet. They're not awakened yet. They haven't heeded. This person is the King of Swords here. This judgment energy is the King of Swords. They've not heard the call yet. They're not awoken yet. They're not awoken like you are. Okay, you're in a place where you see things clearly. This person doesn't see things clearly. So before you make a judgment on this individual, I think what the cards are telling you to do is try and see things from this person's perspective, if you can. And also the Queen of Cups, to be honest with you, can also stand for somebody who's empathic. Even though her cup's not her cup isn't open, I feel that just as an overall general meaning of her, she's empathic. Some of you guys are losing this because you're saying goodbye to the Queen of Cups. So some of you guys are angry with somebody who is emotionally detached. But you need to hold back from getting angry with this individual because you are not in tune, I think, with the Fool turning its back on the Queen of Cups, to your empathic side here. So before you sit in judgment and inflict pain on this King of Swords here, you need to kind of wake up and smell the coffee, because the judgment energy showing here, this person is not awakened yet. They don't know any better. So you've got to, I think for this week, you've got to give somebody the benefit of the doubt in these cards. I think for the week commencing 10th to the 16th of December 2018, Geminis, it's best to try and give somebody a benefit of the doubt. Very easy to judge them on what you see, but you don't really know, for some of you guys, what's going on with them. The final cards are the tea leaf cards, and we have teardrops. Great personal sorrow for some of you guys showing up there. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes, and I certainly feel that this using your intuition, there might be some great personal sorrow, but you need to use your intuition to make great beneficial changes, and your intuition will be in the Fool card here, where he's smelling the roses, because he's got a white rose on him. He's smelling the roses before he inflicts any pain. Alright, so even though there's great personal sorrow, and your sorrow is with the Strength card because you're enraged, but you're going to have to hold back on that rage against this King of Swords dude here. Alright, because you are forgetting yourself. Queen of Cups. You're forgetting how to be empathic and understanding. You're forgetting it. Alright? Before you sit in judgment and hurt, inflict pain on this individual showing here, you need to smell the roses. You need to wake up and smell the roses, stroke the coffee, because that is what you need to know, is that this person is not awakened yet. This person doesn't understand. This person doesn't really even know that they're doing anything wrong. Alright? And even though you're experiencing, for some of you guys this week, great personal sorrow, it's saying you need to use your intuition to make some beneficial changes. What's the last card? Because there will be a change for the better, Butterfly. Alright, see what I mean? There's going to be a change for the better, but I do feel that this week, the next few days, 10th to the 16th of December 2018, Gemini, wake up and smell the coffee. Don't go rushing in and raging at a particular person because you feel that you're not getting what you want from them, or you feel that they're being emotionally cold. He's not reversed. Okay, so this person might just be a little bit off, for example, showing here. Okay, so we quickly do this again. Week commencing 10th to the 16th of December. Could be a person that brings strength in a new direction. It might be the power of the, because strength is power, so it might be the power of a new idea, or the power of idea could bring a new direction. Could, for some of you guys, help release some pain or depression as well. So the power of strength, the power of ideas with the King of Swords energy could bring a new direction and help you to dispel some negative, depressing energy with the Queen of Cups energy showing here. Might be a person that brings strength in a new direction that you're taking here. Again, some of you guys are finding that you're going to be able to leave behind some depressive energy that you've been feeling. For some of you guys, if you're angry with the King of Swords, you need to hold back on that anger because you are forgetting your empathic side with the Queen of Cups. If this person is with the King of Swords energy detached and emotionally shut down, hold back on that anger and just let the whole thing go, okay? Because before you sit in judgment, okay, and inflict pain on this individual, you need to smell the roses. And you'll smell the roses by saying that this person, what you'll find is this person is not yet woken up with the Judgment card. They're all asleep. The sound isn't come through yet. This person hasn't come through. They've not awoken up to what you're woken up to, okay? So even though you might be experiencing some great personal sorrow, you need to use your intuition to make beneficial changes, because there will be a change for the better in the situation. All right, my darlings, that is your reading. That is your week ahead reading. Stand by. You've got your love readings coming up as well, okay? And also your year ahead. So stand by for those that are sitting next door to this one. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.